Hello, everybody. This is a tutorial on how to use the Scan Studio Pro multi-format film scanner. Okay, everybody, now I'd like to just quick talk to you about your camera controls. So right here on the lens, you have your focus right here, and there's a slide right back here for your iris. Completely closed all the way to the right, all the way open to the left, and that's all that the lens has as far as controls on it. Now, right back here, you have a full axis setup, and there's locking knobs, but you can loosen them a little bit, and everything still stays nice and tight. So right here, the side knob is your in and out. The one in the middle is your side to side, and you can lock them in place as well, all the way. And then now there's two separate functions for the Z axis, and you can slide up and down on the rail here, tighten, or else you can get it just kind of where you want it. And then there's also a fine right up here on the top, a fine adjustment. If you want to zoom in a little more or do some really fine focusing, you can use this top knob, little screw right up on top. And then also, as far as your camera goes for horizontal, and you have these two set screws right here, and that is, they're adjusted with this included screwdriver, which goes, there's a spot for it for, easy access. And now with these, this is where you can adjust, as you see it on the software. If you want to get your frame perfectly straight across, you can just lightly undo these and tilt this a little bit back and forth just to where you want it perfect, and then just lock them into place. And that's it. Very simple, very easy. Next, we will go to the laser, and the laser is pretty standard, just like a lot of other film scanners. You can loosen that set screw, and you can move it up and down to get it focused. Usually you just have to focus it once, because it's the same distance between all three formats, or all four formats actually, 8, Super 8, 16, and 35. But in case you do have some, maybe some film that, is kind of a little more worn, maybe, a little crease, that sort of thing, you want to be able to adjust that, you can. And this knob right up here brings the laser out and in, so you can easily get it uh, right over your perforation holes. The next is we will load some film. We're going to do 16 millimeter. So right now I do have the 16 millimeter gate in, but it is very easy to swap out gates. That's the gate, and say I wanted to do 8. There's the gate for 8 right there, and 35 is also down there in the convenient gate holder tray. And then you just line it up and screw it into place. And just hand tight's perfectly fine. There you go. Now you're all set up right now for 16 millimeter. So now when we go to put our film on, you'll notice right here, these are easy, quick release clamps that hold the reels in place. And to put them on, you just push it right on, and it is locked tight. And you just simply squeeze down the two sides, and it slides off very easily. And now we have our spacers, and the other spacers are on the other side, on a convenient storage tray right there. These are 16. As you can see right here, we already have a pin that you simply line up with the hole on the back side, and this side locks in the reel. So we have ours that are labeled 16. Slide them on, turn till it's locked into place. And then we take our film reel and turn it until that pin goes right inside and locks. Then take this, your quick release, and just push it on, and that is ready to go. And then you just simply do the same thing, but on the other side for your take-up reel. Put it on, lock, push. And now we're all set up to go ahead and feed our film through. Now the film, on smaller reels, like when you get smaller reels of 8mm, it's perfectly fine to go like this way, up and over, like that. But with the larger reels, it is better to utilize that bottom one. And the bottom one also works for rewinding as well, where it keeps everything nice and taut and straight. So now when we're going to load the film, you go across the bottom like so, right over this one, wrap around this one, and right underneath that small, then you simply bring it over, and then go down and over. And I have a camera in the way here, so and then simply like that. This goes over like this, down, and pull enough through, just like so. And we will put it on our reel. And there we go. And then just make sure that your film is sitting right on top of the gate when you put it in. You're gonna give it a little spin. Everything is perfect. Lined up and ready to go. Okay, now that we have our film in, I will go ahead and show you everything on the bottom on the control panel right down here. And this is what's really cool. This machine is so easy to use. It is very simple. So right here, we'll just turn it off real quick just to show you. So right now we have, the power. This button here is it's a kind of a punch in and automatic rewind button, which I will show you in a minute. This is a laser, that shows you that the laser is working correctly. It just, every time the camera snaps an image, this blinks really fast. So that's another thing that you can, check if it's, say it's not registering, on your film, or on your, the film's not registering on the software. It's probably, you do not have that, the laser centered over a perforation hole, which is easily fixable. And then right down here, this is our film selector. Right now it's off. You have 8, Super 8, 16, all the way down, 35mm. So we're going to do 16, flip it to 16. Here's your play, your rewind, and this is an emergency stop. So in case something does go wrong or you just need to quick stop it, you can just press it. And yeah, and it'll show you that it's on if that red light is on. So we can go ahead and fire it up. And now you can see it's going through a self-test. So the LED blinks 5 times and runs through the self-diagnostic, self-check, make sure everything's working properly. And now, with this in 16, and now say we do go to play, and oh, right there, and it's completely stopped. So if you need to readjust something or do something, and then to simply press it again, and it continues. So now what we can do is, because you can watch in real time on the software to manually, get your focus in, and if you want to do an overscan or underscan, something like that, you can adjust. So what we can do now is we can turn it on, and then as soon as, this is a really, really long leader, but now this is where you can bring your laser in. As you can see down there, the light's blinking with every single pass, and you can also adjust if you wanted to a little bit. And there we go. So now that the laser's working, so now say we want to start focus and everything as soon as this comes in right there. Now the film is starting, so just press this once and you'll see it turns blue. Now right here, this is where we can center our image, go ahead and do our focusing, any minor adjustments that we need to do to get the perfect scan. And it looks like everything is perfect right now. You can simply turn off, push that button a second time, and it will automatically rewind right to that spot where you initially pushed it the first time. And there we go. Now you're all set, ready to go. So now all you have to do is press record on the Scan Studio Pro software. And now we're scanning. Like I said, this machine is very easy, very simple. There is really not a lot that can go wrong with it. It is built solid. It is built for, even if people want to, say one day a motor or something does go out, which pretty rare, but say if you wanted to swap a motor, everything is modular on the inside. You just unplug and then put a whole new one right in, and it's held on with 4 bolts. You have your quick connects on the inside. It is very easy to work on. The only thing right now is that play motor is it's one that I used in the prototype, but the new motor is 100% quiet. It's a brushless DC motor, which I also upgraded to, so no more of this loud gear noise, coming from the motor. And it's even a lot stronger. It has built-in sensors, which also maintain a constant speed for whichever format that you are going to scan. But other than that, yeah, this machine is ready to go. It's on the market here. So if you do have any questions or about this any further, or would like information on ordering, you can go to our website, motionscansystems.com. There's contact in there, the phone number, email. There's also other videos that are up there. There will be some more videos for like sample videos of more film. As soon as I get some more in here, I will go ahead and scan those and put those up. But other than that, yeah, this is just a very easy, simple, rock solid machine, and you can run it all day long, 7 days a week, and it will just keep going. So, all right, well, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. And yeah, I guess that's it. So have a very good day and happy scanning. Thank you. Bye.